It's a little bit after 11 o'clock in the morning now on Wednesday, March the 2nd, 2022, and I'm still out here in Orlando, Florida. Just had my day out with Lo and Liz yesterday. About to head back up to the north end of Florida, but while I was here in kind of this royal outside the touristy area of Orlando, I wanted to browse a thrift store too. I found this Salvation Army that's having this midweek markdown. Everything I got was practically half off. So big smiles there, some good finds. It's all DVDs, but I'll go ahead and show it to you anyway. This time I'm going to start with the find of the day, and that is Time Bandits. Talk about an obscure cult classic movie. This one was actually, the screenplay was by Terry Gilliam from Monty Python. And yeah, so I've seen it before, of course, but now I can see it anytime I want, and I have the bonus materials. The insert is actually still there. Look at that. Such a fantastic old movie. So that was the find of the day. A few other things. I got The Wiz, because I need to fill out the musical section of my shelf. You know, I actually did see Mamma Mia while I was in there, but something just keeps me from... I see it all the time. It just keeps me from getting that. That movie, I don't think I would like it. The Wiz, I've seen a few of the songs, of course. But I don't think I've ever watched it all the way from beginning to end. So, I got that. I got one anime, an animation called Lost and Found. It looks like one of those kind of weird, surreal, maybe French stop-motion movie. Looks very similar to The Little Prince. It might have the same kind of metaphorical connotations to the story. We will find out. I'm not going to look up any trailers or anything. I'm just going to watch it and try to be surprised. I am a fan of Kevin James. I got the complete series of The Real Monsters from Nickelodeon. Every single episode. It's all there. $2 for that. Eureka, Season 1. That was from the Sci-Fi Network, about that town where everybody that lives there is a genius, and the sheriff is a regular person. And then Sliders. Now, for some reason, anytime I see this on the shelf, the images that start flowing through my head are from Quantum Leap. So, for a long time, I kind of thought it was the same thing, or at least close enough that, you know, if you've seen one, you've seen them both, but... looking at this now, it's looking very modern and sci-fi from the pictures on the back. This is Season 4, so I don't know if this is going to be a good place to jump in. It's, of course, being Season 4, that means it's going to be where the show has hit its stride and found its voice, so it might be a good place to jump in, but I might be ruining the first few seasons for myself if I really like it. So I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. What do you think? Should I try jumping in at Season 4, and then if I enjoy it, try to get caught up with the other seasons? What do you think? Are you a fan of Sliders? Let me know. Alright, that is it. That's all I found. And all of this together, all of this was just a few cents over $10. Awesome. Alright, on to the next place. Just down from the fairgrounds, there's this whole strip that is all Asian restaurants and this big grocery store. I've been here a few times on this channel. I think it's actually changed names. Now it is Enson Market Community Grocery. I love Asian markets, and when I'm in a place where I can get to one, I want to take advantage of it. And also, I kind of need some travel snacks anyway, so this is where I'm going to be getting my travel snacks today, and hopefully they still have a way to buy some boba. But if not, I'll just come out here to one of these little restaurants and get it there. Kind of got my heart set on some mango mochi to snack on the way back to North Florida. Nom 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 nom. Okay, good. They do still have the place that has boba in here. This was open last time. I don't know why they closed it up. Boba. Oh, there's the front of it this time. It's not off to the side. They changed the front. I got a half a duck here one time. It's delicious. Even amongst all these spices, you still have Old Bay. Old Bay is just kind of universal, isn't it? Did you know that soybeans came in black? They're vacuum packed, but you can kind of see through the clear side right there. That is a dark black. I was not even aware. There was, well, I mean, soybeans have obviously been very modified. That's why they decrease testosterone. I'm not a fan of soybeans. Just, wow, black soybeans. Oh, mung beans. Regular soybeans. This is what I think of as a soybean right here. Organic Dazuki beans. They got a nice deep red color to them. They're a little pricey, but I am very curious. I want to see what they taste like. I'm also kind of curious as to what the small red beans taste like. Dried red beans. Do they taste different than the regular red beans we're used to? But then, the mung bean, looks like peeled mung beans, split mung beans. Peeled and split. It's like this whole area right here is dedicated to the mung bean. This one, though, relatively inexpensive. I'm going to get a couple of these. I bet with them being split, they'll get soft a little faster. Probably make for some good crock pot stews. Dragon fruit I've tried. It's actually kind of a bland kiwi flavor on the inside. But this is something new. It just says fire seed on the sticker. I'm going to have to try that. Goji berries, dried goji berries. These have been touted for a long time with like a superfood that's supposed to be really, really good for you. Apparently a lot of people are hearing that because, wow, is the price gone up. But yeah, I've had them before and they are delicious. They add a zing to whatever you're making, if it's like fried apples or some kind of dessert, whatever. Anywhere you would normally put raisins, you can put these in there. They plump up a little bit, add a nice tangy zing to whatever you're making. Throw them on top of a salad. I gotta find something. Maybe I'll just get one of the little $6 bags of goji berries. 3-in-1. The heavy green power of matcha, plus green tea, and then latte. All three together. Talk about a feel-good drink. Yeah, I think I'll get that. Pocky. Some of you might wonder, why, Ashley, didn't you buy Pocky and do videos trying the different kinds? Hey, if I wanted a cracker dipped in chocolate, I'm just going to get myself a Twix. I'm able to find tamarind paste. It's way too sour in this form. I can't seem to find tamarind juice today. I think they're out. I wasn't able to find the dried persimmons, but they do have them fresh. I don't know how hard they are to eat in this form. I don't think I've ever done it before. But I'm going to take a nice little handful anyway. Can't forget the mango mochi I came in here for in the first place. Actually, that's one of the more inexpensive things. Alright, that will do it. Back in the truck now, and the Asian market, as usual, was an absolutely wonderful exploration experience. That's the thing that really appeals to me about foreign markets in general. There's some places that are called the World Market, a World's Farmers Market, Spanish markets, Indian. I love any kind of foreign market because of the exploration. It's seeing all these products that I've never heard of. And just wondering, most of the time wondering, how are you supposed to prepare most of this? So I don't have enough time to really explore how to prepare every one of the things on the shelf. So a lot of times I'm limited to just like the produce and the kind of stuff that is like ready to eat snacks, which even just at that, there is tons to explore. So yeah, I ended up just getting a regular Thai tea with the tapioca pearls. So can't deny you guys the satisfaction of seeing the stab. Ah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And when it comes to boba, Thai tea with tapioca, the classic. There's still no fussing with the classics. As far as some of the other stuff I got, I got like this snack here. That's a corn chowder with little beads of tapioca in it. Very convenient little travel snack. I've also got the same idea, but this time in red beans, as well as a few drinks. This one's a guava nectar, and then even a flower. What is this one? Chrysanthemum drink. Now, I'm going to save those to my next live stream, as well as the fire seed. I think I've tried some of these chowders, these tapioca chowders, in previous videos, but it has been a very long time. Man, that's one thing I miss about living in a big city or near a big city, like when I lived in Kennesaw near Atlanta, is not having foreign markets to explore. Tennessee is wonderful, but it could use a little more of that. I think there's a few places like around Knoxville that's got the foreign markets, but quite a drive. All right, guess it's a good thing I'm on the road a lot. Mango mochi, best travel snack of all time. Well, smash cut to about 2 o'clock the next day now. I am back in Yulee. Just came out of, what is this place called? The New to You bargain retail barn. And I once again found a few things. And again, they're all DVDs. Not a whole lot of video games in there. Well, I found video games, but they're all very common. I'm starting to feel like that era of finding rare retro video games just lying around in thrift stores, that has come to an end. There's just too many people aware of how much they're worth. But anyway, so the past couple of weeks at least has been a gold mine for finding these rare out-of-print DVDs. And so I'm going to start with the find of the day first, once again, and that is The Carol Burnett Show, Carol's Favorites. Now, this is rare, because I have really had my eye out for this. I found a few discs here and there with just a few episodes on it, and but to get this full collection, and even though it's only Carol's favorites, it's not like episode after episode just done chronologically and put into a collection. It's just their favorites, and it's still, I think it's 8 DVDs long. On the back, it has it at 20 hours and 16 minutes worth of Carol Burnett content. So this is, in my opinion, one of the best, funniest, and still somehow most wholesome variety shows to ever be put on TV. And why it's not just like on the shelf with all the other collections, like when you see the Sopranos all the time, and you see Friends all the time, and you see, the Big Bang Theories all over the place being sold. This is hard to find. And I absolutely adore Tim Conway. So I was happy to find this. I'm probably going to get through the full 20 hours sometime in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be putting it on in the background as I'm doing my paperwork or whatever, and getting distracted and laughing my head off at it, I'm sure. Because I love you, Carol Burnett. Okay, and also I found The Ghost and Mr. Chicken, and the thing that drew me to this was Don Knotts. And so with this, I think this cover kind of tells you everything you need to know. There's a couple of people that look scared, and you've got a haunted kind of mansion in the background, and it says Mr. Chicken on it. That's all I need to know. It's got Don Knotts in there. I am not going to read the back. I'm not going to watch a preview. I'm just going to watch the movie. And then there's this last one, simply called 1, 2, 3. And it doesn't look interesting, right? It's just sharply dressed 60s young people with what looks like a boss holding a knockoff cola in his hand, right? But I don't think I've ever seen this before. I've never seen the spine before or the cover. And it turns out it was made in 1961 in black and white. So just the fact that this has gotten a DVD release is probably kind of a weird thing in general. But then when I read the synopsis, it made my antennas go, whoop, what have we got here? This is not a kind of story I don't think would fly nowadays. It's, yeah, okay, I'm just going to read it to you. C.R. McNamara, that's a weird name, McNamara, yeah, that's how it's spelled. A top-ranking executive stationed in West Berlin is charged with the care of his boss's visiting daughter. But when he learns that she's gone and married a fierce communist and that his boss will arrive in 24 hours, Mac must transform the unwilling beatnik into a suitable son-in-law or risk losing his chance for advancement. Before you can say 1, 2, 3, his plan has spun out of control and into an international incident that could influence Russians and Germans, and worst of all, his own suspicious wife. You see, now that is a story that is not going to take a whole lot of work as far as set dressing and prop building and all of that. It's going to take a lot of work in the writing department. And it's going to put a lot of weight on the actors with their interactions and their reactions and being natural with all of the dialogue that's going to happen in this movie. That's the way they made them back in the 60s. Right? It wasn't this high-budget spectacle. It was thinkers and just lots of writing and rewriting until scripts were good and the acting was natural, and the idea that the objective of this main character is to turn a beatnik from a socialist or communist, into a suitable son-in-law. Would that even be done now? It seems like that's all they're training kids to do in colleges and whatnot, is to try to lean them closer and closer to more socialist ideas. But MGM back in 1960s was making this movie actively fighting against the ideas of communism and socialism. And now it seems like all major media places are just following that direction. I am interested to see how this story goes. And an international incident with Russians and Germans? Yeah, this would be an appropriate time to watch a movie like this, wouldn't it? Alright, I'm going to stop talking. Alright, I got to find a point where I end this video. This is starting to get a little long. Well, we thought of the perfect way to end out this video, and that is going to see Batman. Oh, excuse me, the Batman. And by we, I mean myself, of course, and my co-commentator, Clatters the Trash Panda. He's here. Yes, triumphant return. Okay, Clatters, so I know this one's going to be right up your alley. According to the trailers, there's going to be plenty of fist meets face, bloody noses and teeth flying towards the screen. Looking forward to that. Yeah, this Batman, according to the trailers at least, is a little more bar fight, rough and tumble. And then we've got the lovely Catwoman. We're going to get to see her again. But this time, not as Anne Hathaway, Halle Berry, or even Eartha Kitt. It's going to be a new Catwoman altogether. Are you looking forward to that? Yes, I am. We're going to get to see a psychotic Riddler, one that is kind of like the Saw villain. Ooh. Oh boy. Okay, so yes, I know this one's going to be right up your alley. Yeah. Alright, he's excited. Let's go do it. Even the front of the theater, inside the theater, looks like this decorative storefront kind of, I don't know, it's awesome. Alright, here we go. You ready? So where did you get this Riddler mask?
Off of Etsy.
Etsy? Oh, that makes sense. Didn't you? So we got the Scarecrow, and then there's a Batman cowl and everything. Is that the one? Does it have the patch on the nose? Oh, it does, yeah.
Yeah, it looks sick.
That's really cool. I think that's reminiscent of Adam West's cowl with
Almost,
the patch
yeah.
around the nose like that. Well, that was a lot longer than I thought it would be. Slow burn. I think they got that from the Joker. There was a little bit of everything in there, wasn't there? Yeah. It felt like there was a little bit of Long Halloween, a little bit of Dark Knight, a little bit of No Man's Land there at the end. It was just like all the coolness sprinkled And then on top of it all, a little more realism, you know? Batman doesn't just fly with his cape just stiffens out for no reason at all. They have something we've seen before, the flying squirrel suit. Yeah, a flying squirrel suit, but still bat-like because it was either black or really, really dark gray, because it only ever works in black or really, really dark gray, right? Yeah. So I'm going to say I totally endorse, all except for just a little bit of CRT phrases that were sprinkled in there that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but there's not going to be any movie that I think is completely perfect. But yeah, I don't like seeing CRT phrases getting sprinkled into my comic book movies. Don't like that at all. Do you? No. Awful. Terrible. Get it away from my comic book movies. Keep that in the college campus where it belongs. Anyway. Okay. So, yeah, I absolutely loved the more gritty, down-to-earth, dark Batmobile and car chase. The Batmobile wasn't just some unrealistic piece of futuristic hardware. It was a good old-fashioned muscle car. It was built with really thick stainless steel parts, lots of muscle there, lots of gas-guzzling muscle, and it was armored out for playing out demolition derby violence, and that's exactly what it delivered, didn't it? So yeah, we liked it. Absolutely. I would say go out and see it, but don't drink a soda, because it's a slow burn and it lasts a long time, and you don't want to have to get up and go use the bathroom. Don't get a soda. A little bit of Gotham PD, a little bit of No Man's Land, a little bit of Nightfall. Well, there wasn't really any Nightfall. A little more of the flavor of Gotham PD mixed with Long Halloween, I would say. All right, that's going to be it for this one. Guys, if you've enjoyed this, thumbs up. Yep. Subscribble. Turn on the noties. I will talk to you down in the comments. And as always, we'll see you again in the next one. What? National.